Hey everybody. I just wanted to ask you, how long will it take you to understand if you're being taken away from something that you asked specifically for things to manifest live for you? And you acting like you don't recognize that? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you asked for that. Recognize that it don't come the way how you asking for it to come. But listen to how it's coming. Because it's there. It's like how God would send you a boat. Okay, that flood, Lord forgive me. The flood that happened in Louisiana, right? All those people say if they knew that the rescue was already there, but they turned it down the first time. Another rescue come, they turn it down. A third one come and they turn it down. That's like God sending you a life raft when you're in the ocean of doubt and fear and what ifs. When God said there was never going to be a what if, because he said it was already done. We have to be the ones that have to be in the right mind to be like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You did say it was already done. So why am I having an issue with claiming it? Because we keep believing we're not even good enough. He says we're good enough. We're good enough. We're his masterpieces. We're supposed to go through life to learn things. The decisions that we make are to actually help strengthen our spirit man and discipline our physical man. Okay? So it's like you have to understand the life that you're walking, the journey that you're on is for your good. You can't tell somebody else they walk if your walk looks different from theirs. You can't have envy or malice towards somebody else that may have it, whatever it is that you wanted in your past. You can't look at this person in your present life and have malice towards them because you thought that they had a better life than you. That's definitely judging the book by its cover. When I was bullied in Catholic school, I was bullied. I was beat up a lot. But somebody, man, when they think that, oh, it's because the family had money and all of this and that, okay, I didn't make the money. I didn't do that. That was my mom and dad working at the GM company. You know what I mean? You know, before my dad injured his back. That's not, I didn't plan that shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying though. I'm just being honest though. Just because in your time being in a Catholic school meant that you was the, you was the shit, you was getting a higher education. But when I went, totally different experience. Totally. And it's kind of sad that, you two different, like 20 some plus years difference from somebody born in probably the 50-ish, maybe. I don't know. I was born in the 70s, so I'm just kind of guesstimating. I'm not sure, but the difference in thinking on certain things, like a Catholic school. Oh, I went to public school. I got beat up in a public school too, so it didn't even matter with me. I mean, I'm just glad I'm still here. Thank God, But hey, you will never know unless you actually have a conversation with somebody on their actually perspective on certain things, like particular schools, it's like, wow, I learned myself from a gentleman that he was like, even if you didn't graduate from the high school that you attended, you're still an alumni. I didn't even know that. I was like, oh, for real? Oh, okay, cool. And just went like that. Man, when you all are asking for clarification, make sure you all are ready for that shit, because it's coming. It's coming without hesitation and without strings attached. And we always need that. No strings attached, no counterfeit. We need honest and truth. When you are honest with yourself and you are honest about who you are, you can definitely, easily be honest with other people, because you're not ashamed of what you've been through. Y'all take it easy though here. But look, stop judging each other here. Just because somebody done went through, you know, some to you a high sedity type of deal, have some compassion. That just because you may feel that way and they listening to you with the utmost respect, me, I listen with the utmost respect because you're my elder. I don't doubt you probably would have enjoyed being the only black girl in an all-white school, but that wasn't the case when I was in it. It was a mixture of colors, and we were still being bullied. It didn't even matter, and it was co-ed. So yeah, I've even gone to a Lutheran school. So nah, yeah, I'm good, but I'm still here, and I'm just thankful that I'm still here. A lot of people can't say that. A lot of people cannot say that. And I'm sorry. And may peace be upon you all. Those that have lost and recently have lost, whether they're children, parents, cousins, wives, husbands. Peace of God be upon you all. Because I've lost too. I've lost a mom, I lost a dad, I lost a grandma. I even lost my deceased husband and my daughter's father and babies. So my heart weighs heavy a lot of times, where I find out I'm pregnant and do the ultrasound, see it, but see no heartbeat. I'm grateful for the one that did make it, and I call her Hope. Her twin was Grace. And yes, they were fraternal twins. I didn't know I was still pregnant when I lost the first one. And I'm grateful for Hope being here. Although Grace didn't make it with her, Grace is still in heaven and looking down on her twin. Where my daughter is healthy today, the devil tried to steal her life by trying to cause her to sit down with MS. But God gave her the courageous oomph to keep going forward, and she is off the walker. She's back to her normal self, but better than before. And I can't be any more prouder than I am to be able to just look out. I'm so proud of her. Hi, sweetie. I hope you get to see it. I love you, and I pray you are doing well in your life. No matter what it looks like, it's going to be okay. I'm still here. If you have to look upon me for, an example of being in the fire and going through, you know, I've told you of many of my life stories that I've gone through without you. And I believe that all is well with you and yours. Okay? I love you guys. And for everyone out there, may peace be upon you guys. Again, for those that have lost, like I have lost. There are going to be some days, baby, that's going to take your ass the fuck down. Where it's going to feel like you can't breathe. Just look up. Even if you got to think it, God, I thank you. I know I feel heavy right now, but God, I thank you. Unseen entity, I thank you. And be aware and know that all is well. It's only the test to build a testimony in your own life so that you can be able to share how he got you through that. Not how you got yourself through. It's never about you. It was never about you. It was your reaction to the things that goes on with you, though. That's the only thing you had control over. You can't control somebody else's mouth. You can't control somebody else's actions. The only control you got is your mouth, your decisions, your reactions. And when you done fucked all that up, guess what? You the only one holding it against yourself. I was one of the self-loathers. I hated myself. And I'm God. I am in his image. Imagine hearing your father say, you really don't love me. And I'm like convincing, like, yeah, I do. He said, look in the mirror then at yourself. I looked at myself and I cried. Because I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see me. I didn't want to see him. Because I didn't understand what I was looking at. Y'all got to understand. Stop judging people. I never saw this as a beautiful anything. I never saw, oh, she's sick. I never saw that. Never. That right there was never in me. Just like flirting, I spoke to you as a person. Not like you, oh, hey, baby, what's up? I know that. I just choose not to. I'm not a square just because I don't wear a face paint full of makeup. Or I'm not dressing according to whatever trend it may be. I got my own trend. I got my own way of doing things. And I'm beautiful because God said, I am his masterpiece. I am his new creature in Christ, which is the anointed one. I have been washed with the blood of Jesus. I was also baptized. I've never thought no higher than anyone. I've always thought lower of myself. But people will always assume just because of the way I spoke, just because I didn't teach myself this. I was born like this, people. I was born sounding like this. There was no speech. There was no I'm like this. Like this, okay? Like this. I didn't like it. Because people will always make the assumption I'm trying to be something I'm not. Let me let you know a little something. I did Ancestry.com type shit, right? I was never acting white, people. I got a white granddad. Go figure. I never asked for that. I never asked to be different. I was created this way to be different. To be for what God had intended for me to be. Uh, I'm not supposed to apologize on how God created me to be. And I'm not finna apologize when I told you in advance on certain things and you didn't catch. That's not my fault. I spoke in clean, clear, pure English, and I forewarned you. You didn't take heed. That's not my fault. I keep trying to tell you, stop playing with me, because I'm not a particular. I'm not just I'm an original. I am an original. There is no copy of what God is in me. There was never a copy. And no one can imitate what God has done for me. No one. All he could do is bring me out of his shadow and allow him to shine through me, because I allowed and wanted to be his living vessel, because that's what he's been asking us to be, so he can use us. Unlike what man and how man uses each other, the manipulation. God doesn't manipulate, and he does not push himself on people. He's a very patient, loving entity, and will step back away when you don't feel comfortable. Stop playing with people, especially when you don't know who they walking with. Okay, y'all. Bye.